Yeah. Mhm. I uploaded most of the documents that I have into a folder called cell phone. Yeah. And then I put it in money, pooch, as in the money folder. Yes. Now, I'm kind of thinking that there are some real lawsuits here, and I just wanted to know the pro bono. Yeah. Could you put pro bono in actual quotations and look through every web page and website where attorneys say they represent individuals pro bono because of their, well, what do they call it again? Their industry, their profession. Coach. I just wanted to know the actual pro bono work that attorneys do in the United States of America. Yes. As I remember it, there was some sort of uh, encouragement, American Bar Association, that attorneys should be encouraged, right, to do pro bono legal work for those that are less fortunate than themselves. Yes. Now, I'm kind of thinking, okay, yes, that I look at this encyclopedia of everyday law. Uh-huh. Answers to your most frequently asked legal questions. Yes. I thought that the sheriff's department and the police department said I was mentally ill. Yes. Homeless and delusional for not understanding that when my wife intentionally rolled my sons, yes, approximately 2 grades below where they should be at, poop, and then kept saying, well, they're doing so good, we just don't want their father to interrupt their lives. Yes. It was the fraudulent use of my last name to enroll them in school where she enrolled them in the wrong grade. Yes. And then I told them, well, I don't think they should be playing sports. And the coach said, no, we got to go to district. We got to win. And I said, no, I don't think I agree with what you're doing, but you used my last name to have them play on sports teams when they're 2 years older than the average athlete on the various teams that they played against. Yes. Now, this NOLO's Encyclopedia of Everyday Law, yeah, they have what's called parents and children. Yes. Child custody and visitation. Papa. Child support. Yeah. Adopting a child. Now, we're going to look at the NOLO's questions of everyday. Yes. And then they have what's known as criminal law procedure. Yes. An overview if you're questioned by the police, searches and seizures, arrests and interrogations. Yeah. And then the big question of getting a lawyer. Poop, poop, poop. Now, looks like we'll start with the child custody issues of marriage. Yeah. When you don't have proof of service. I'm absolutely sure. Just give me the pro bono today. And every law firm of the United States, oh, they have domestic violence in here too. Ooch. Premarital agreements, yes. When you sign a binding religious marriage certificate from the United Nations, I think it's a premarital agreement. Yes, it is. Now, can the state of Washington dissolve a United Nations marriage? Now, there's 536 pages. I have lots of pictures to go through today also, but I thought we should just look at the everyday law of those that are married, yes, that happen to have a United Nations marriage certificate. Now, courts give best interests of the child. Oh, look at what factors do courts take into account when deciding to get custody of the children? She said it was in the best interest of my sons to hold them back 2 grades so that they would be graduating high school when they're almost 20 years old. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Well, when you consider it 19 years and 5 months, yeah, you take that summer, you add 3 additional months, yes, they're enrolling in college or university, approximately 4 months before they're 20 years old. Oh. Now, is it really in the best interest of the child, Judge Rohr? Yes. When deciding custody issues, the highest priority? Yeah. What the best interests of a child are in a given situation depends, yes, upon many factors, including the child's age. Oh, let's see, Zachary's going to be 17 next month. Yeah. Bishop's going to be 16 next month. Deacon's gonna be 15 in April. Then there's the mental and physical health of the parents. Yes, my wife ran into the court, yes, when she wasn't a resident of Washington State and said that I was crazy. Yes, he's completely lost it. He has a blood disease from Guam and they had to put him in prison. Yes. Then there's the lifestyle and other social factors of the parents, including whether the child is exposed to secondhand smoke. Oh, I'm a smoker, but I had a rule as a family. I only smoked outdoors. Yes. I never smoked in the house. Did she complain about my smoking? Yes. See, I do not like the smell of smoke in the actual house itself. Yes. Yes, yes. But Brent, being that president of the Mormon church, and you know how the Mormons feel about smoking. Yes, he does. I hadn't drank in 20 years, hadn't done any drugs, but it was the smoking that was in the best interest of the children right now. I always smoke. I always smoked outside, and I never used an ashtray. Ooh. I put the cigarette in water in a bottle so as to extinguish the actual fire. Now there's that love and emotional ties between the parents and the child. Yes, page 400 of 536. Yeah, I feel a great amount of love for my sons, and after 30,000 videos and 2,260,000 emails, I'm sure every father would do what I've done. But it seems that the court doesn't understand love, as well as a parent's ability to give the child guidance. Now, what kind of guidance is it for a wife to motion the court for default dissolution of marriage? Yes, knowing that I had responded within the 90 days, have me arrested for violating a protection order. Oops, 4 days after filing for dissolution of marriage. Then the child's established living pattern school. Oh, you're 2 grades behind everybody else. That's why you have straight A's. Oh, home. She was studying to be a teacher over the last 7 years so she could get her teaching certification. Community. They're really plugged in at the Baptist church. They're the same Baptist church where the pastor said that I was mentally ill for wanting to pray about the dissolution of marriage. Yes. And then there's that religious institutions, Heidi's involvement of my sons in the churches that they have gone to. I thought I was going to sue the Baptist. Pooch. Thought I was going to sue the Foursquare. Pooch. I thought I was going to sue the Assembly of God right now. Now, the child's established living patterns. Oh. Parents' ability to provide the child with food, shelter, and clothing and medical care. Yes. We talked about the abuse of the welfare system and welfare fraud. Yes. I think this points to an additional degree of welfare fraud. Yeah. To intentionally hold your children back 2 grades. Yes. So as to make yourself look better as a parent. Now I'm wanting to file those welfare fraud. Ouch, ouch. Then the quality of the schools attended by the children. Well, the Swim School District is very liable, and I plan on suing Gary Neal, the superintendent of schools. Vic Rickabane, the actual principal of a school in Sequim, Washington. Yes. See, I emailed the school districts after Heidi had moved from Sequim. At least it was my estimation. Yes, 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 yes. I emailed the Port Townsend School District. Pooch. I emailed the Port Townsend School District. I emailed the Port Angeles School District because the sheriffs and the police officers don't think it's welfare fraud. Yes, don't think it's child abuse. Now, the quality of the schools attended, the child's preference if the child is above a certain age, usually about 12 years old. Has anybody asked my sons who they want to live with, considering Zachary's going to be 17 next month? Yes. Bishop's going to be 16 next month. And Deacon's going to be 15 in April. You know, you would have thought after the age of 12 that the court would have asked my sons who they want as a father. But you decided to issue a protection order without the petitioner's signature, Judge Porter. Yes. You decided to issue a protection order without me having any due process, Brent Based. And pooch, you decided to issue a protection order where there's a forgery of the actual signature of the court clerk. And for some stupid fucking reason, nobody thought to ask my sons who the fuck they want to live with because you were so focused on this concept of me being mentally ill for not wanting to participate in the fraud of issuing protection orders when I wasn't a resident. Oh, look, this is Chase Bank. Poo poo. Could you give me every branch of the Chase banking system and call Jamie Dimon? Which, as I remember it, he bought Washington Mutual at a discounted price during the last credit crisis. Oh, I thought I wanted to own Chase. Could you call Kerry Killinger, the former CEO of Washington Mutual? Yes, and then just give me all the deposits of Chase because I thought that Chase had participated in paying the bribery of violating my rights as a father. Now, when you contact Jamie Dimon, I know it's Christmas and he's probably with his family today, but I wanted to know what the CEO of Chase Bank knows about exactly what the fuck is going on.